What's good? It's your boy Mixtape Moth, and today I'm going to hit y'all with a review of the new Ransom EP entitled Deleted Scenes. Let's get to it. Ransom is a top-tiered veteran MC coming out of New Jersey. He's had a very impressive year so far, releasing his three-part Director's Cut series. All three of them have been fire, but my favorite was Director's Cut 3, which was released in August. If you value high-level lyricism, then you could make the strong case for Ransom to be the MVP of 2020. Ransom has always had a crazy pen game, but this year, it seemed like he was on a mission. It felt like he had something to prove to the rap game. In 2020, he has given us a plethora of quotable verses, whether it has been on his Director's Cut projects or his featured guest verses. He has been a problem on the mic. So this new project, Deleted Scenes, contains the songs that didn't make his Director's Cut albums. They were the cutting room floor songs, or the records that Ransom didn't feel were worthy enough to be a part of the Director's Cut trilogy. All of the beats were cooked up once again by Canadian producer Nicolas Craven. So you're getting a continuation of these very soulful backdrops. I've always been a fan of soul samples and hip hop, so I've pretty much enjoyed Nicolas Craven's production, although there are times in which I would like more of a drum presence from his beats. It's a phase now in hip hop. I've gotten over it, I think. But right now, I'm just going to jump into a track by track breakdown. Track 1, Deliver Us from Evil, has a really soothing soul sample with some nice harmonizing. He starts out the verse with some mafioso talk. Got the business mind of Castellano before Gotti got him. So if you know your organized crime history, Paul Castellano was the polished businessman, whereas John Gotti was the street dude, the real gangster. Ransom also hits us with a spiritual jewel. God only picks one tortured soul that he might spare, so dreams that you don't chase quickly become a nightmare. I thought that was something ill to consider. He's constantly making you think, especially with the following line: the first casualties are the ones that's the most eager. That's deep. He's letting you know that in this game of life, you have to maneuver with patience and self-control. Then he closes out the verse with some real dope slick talk. The game without me is like Romans with no Caesar. I reign like Ali, rope-a-doping with no seizures. This was a strong opening track. The second song, Eyes Wide Shut, has a haunting and stripped back loop that sounded like it could have been on one of the Fly God is an Awesome God projects. I was getting some strong Griselda vibes from the production. It was a cool beat, but probably my least favorite out of the 6, to be honest. On here, Ransom is hitting us with a lot of vivid bars. One that stood out was, guess I'm the god of war, still on baby face like the Carter 4, no scars at all, waiting for karma to come collect. Because if sleep is the cousin, then drama is the son of death. Once again, he's blessing us with some deep street philosophy. There's some art of war like wisdom to these verses, kind of like Cormega and even Nas. Track 3, Final Destination, is without a doubt my favorite record from this EP. Not only do I love the lyrical content, but I think this was one of Nicolas Craven's smoothest instrumentals yet. I like how this beat is just dripping with that smooth funk. It almost has a slight G-funk feel, so I thought that was great for some sonic variety. On this one, Ransom is spitting more poetic bars about the struggle. He paints a really vivid picture with the following lines: how could we ever think we not cursed? Baby mother pregnant during a SWAT search. We just lucky that she got birth. I mean, stop and visualize that imagery for a second. It's a powerful picture that he painted. I also really dug on the chorus when he said, your darkest hour is only 60 minutes. I thought that was hella deep. Towards the end of the track, he drops some more mafioso bars, this time referencing painting houses like The Irishman and Jimmy Hoffa. I also really love the soulful singing at the end. I think it made the track pop even more. After this, we have the really short track Midsommar, which just lasts barely over the minute mark. There was something about the sample loop that was giving me some Dipset vibes. Once again, Ransom is giving us more pensive jewels to consider. In order for you to win, you must acquire defense. I like this track, but it's not a complete song, so I get why it didn't make any of his albums. The following track is The Shocker. There is a beat shift here, or should I say an outro with a different beat. The instrumental he's rapping over is a funky piano sample with some strange laser synthesizers added. On here, he's just going in, talking about how he caught a body in the alley. The second half of this song is mainly an outro where he's just talking his talk over a jazzy and mellow beat. He states that he doesn't view himself as a rapper anymore. Instead, he's just jotting down his life. The closing song, the Reaper's Hood remix, has my second favorite instrumental on this tape. It just puts me in the frame of mind of some smooth 70s player shit, almost like the Player's Ball or the Player's Picnic. If you ever watched The Mac, you know what I'm talking about. The verse that stood out the most to me was, I don't concern myself with these artists' issues. I got daughters, come feel the wrath of their father's pistols, from an era when bootleg DVDs might have been thought better than having a career in medicine. If you were outside and old enough to remember that street DVD era, you will know exactly what Ransom is talking about. It's kind of hard for me to give ratings for EPs and projects this short, but if I were to give one, I would give this a 4 out of 5. The bars were top notch. While I like most of these instrumentals, I could honestly see why Ransom didn't put these tracks on his other albums, with the exception of the songs Final Destination and Deliver Us from Evil. I think those two records sounded complete enough to have been on any of the director's cut projects. As cliche as it might sound, Ransom proved that even his throwaway songs are likely superior to most rappers' official studio albums. So if you are a fan of complex and vivid street poetry, then you will love Deleted Scenes. My favorite tracks include Deliver Us from Evil, Final Destination, The Shocker, and the Reaper's Hood remix. Let me know what you thought of this project in the comment section below. What should I check out next? It's your boy Mixtape Moth. I'm signing out, but be sure to hit that like button and please subscribe. As always, it's peace and blessings. Ransom, Deleted Scenes 1.